Ogun State House of Assembly has invited the chairman and members of the Ogun State Independent Electoral Commission over the stipulated administrative fees for political parties for the upcoming local government elections. Recall that the chairman of OGSIEC, Babatunde Osibodu, during a stakeholder meeting, announced that the sum of 250,000 naira must be paid by various parties for their chairmanship candidates. Osibodu stated that for the male councillors, the parties are expected to pay 150,000 naira, while female candidates will pay 100,000 naira for the election slated for November 16, 2024. Reports have it that the fees sparked anger from various political parties in the state, who described it as exorbitant and unacceptable. The Speaker, Oludaisi Elemide, on Tuesday asked the Commission to appear before the state lawmakers on September 3, 2024 to give a proper explanation of its activities and preparations for the coming elections. The invitation was issued in response to the presentation of Minority Leader Lukman Adeleye, who raised the issue of payment of fees as rolled out by the OGSIEC. Asims, what is your reaction to this? State INEC charging fees. What do you have to say to that?
In fact, in Nigeria, strange things do happen. And this is one of the strangest I've seen, because this is the reason why you see we have been clamoring that SIECs, state independent, they are not independent. We should just say state governors independent electoral commissions in all the states should be taken off or given to the governor. Let anything they want to do it, let them do it and let us go ahead and move ahead. Because these people are not independent. Under the laws, the government of the day, the executive ought to fund INEC for its activities. Both the national INEC, funds are budgeted, for them to do what? Conduct free and fair election. So that nobody or any political party can influence them or infiltrate them and begin to fund them to do their election in terms of logistics. But in this case, I have never heard, maybe I didn't read very wide. From what I found out now is that what INEC ought to do, or NEC has to do, is to, dialogue with the parties. Parties, as you are funding the local government chairmanship, whatever, launching funds, etc., as case may be, you must disclose your source of fundings for the political campaigns, etc., as case may be, and you must not exceed these. These are things they should be doing, which the national body is also doing in Abuja, to watch over the finances and account of the political parties in Nigeria, but not to ask them for fees to be paid. So this is an aberration. Now, for the SIEC in Ogun State to now say that you have to pay 250,000 naira to them, I'm basically taking the position of the political parties in terms of aspirants who go to pick expression of interest form. That is the question I'm asking. Secondly is this: if a candidate that is wishing or willing to contest for an election has not even become a candidate, is an aspirant, and you are asking him to pay 250,000 naira for the election, he does not even know whether he will become the party's candidate, then the candidate will not pay 250 to you, for instance. He will not pay another sum, maybe about 1 million, 2 million, to his political party to obtain that form, making it 1.2 million naira that a chairmanship candidate in Ogun State has to do before he even says, let me pick funds and go and contest the primaries. Are you not creating more problems for the society and the polity as a whole? Because some of them will go out of their way to borrow this money. Immediately they get into office, they are going to pay back those loans and begin to act and create more problems for the purse of the state and even the local government. That is why corruption will not stop. So I do not know where this lies. And I'm very happy that the Ogun State Assembly, which is vested otherwise to make laws guiding electoral proceedings and processes in Ogun State, has summoned the chairman of the Ogun State State Independent Electoral Commission to come before you to explain why he will not be sanctioned or punished, for taking such decision, that is not incongruent with the law. Because if this decision taken by the man was in congruence and consonance with the law of electoral, whatever, I don't think the House of Assembly will even invite him. They will even support him and say, yes, this is the law, so let him go ahead. So for them to say, come, we even want to see your timetable. We want to see what is happening. So these are the things we want them to do. So if he goes there, he opens on the table. Like in Rivers State, we don't even know the activities of OGSIEC. Next, is it October 5th or thereabout, elections are going to take place. And you just have some days, 30 days or a month, covering that 5th. Are they not going to campaign? Are they not going to sensitize? It means that is deja vu. It means that there's an apparition, political apparition, that is all over the political firmament in Rivers State, to the extent that it has become so opaque. This magic voodoo kind of political schemings that is going on. And people are not talking because they feel that yes, he's our man, he's giving us money to say as the case may be. Activities are going on, parties are now arranging, living, we are seeing it happening. So in preparation now, the ground norm of the state and the citizen of the state, number one, will now come around and say, okay, this is what's going to happen. So for me, it's not something that is very clear. It's a smoke screen. Why can't the House of Assembly do same in Rivers State and invite OGSIEC? Please, we want to see your timetable. We want to see what you are doing. Why are you so quiet? Like Mount Vesuvius in Italy. That's a dormant volcano that will only erupt whenever he likes in 130 years. So why are you so quiet? Why are you burying your head in the sand like the ostrich? Why are you moving around? You don't even do anything. Nobody knows whether you have been funded. Nobody knows your next line of action. You have become moot, what we call OD in my place. You don't talk any longer. So what is going on? These are things we should ask them to explain, but nobody is talking. So I commend the House of Assembly of Ogun State for commanding the man that come and see us and see, you can't go outside of the law and do what you are doing. So it's a welcome development for me.
Right. The quick comparison you made between the House of Assembly in Ogun State and that of Rivers State and, of course, the state electoral bodies. But then, with respect to Rivers State and the OGSIEC, wouldn't you say that the silence of the OGSIEC could be, with regards to the fact that there is a litigation on ground? You recall that Tony Okocha, the SYCTC chairman of APC, took the OGSIEC to court, questioning the processes, and I think to a large extent asking that elections don't hold. So would you say that OGSIEC, in honor of that litigation, could be lying low for now, though the governor has come out to say that the elections in Rivers State will hold? But that's the governor on one hand. He's not speaking for the OGSIEC in this instance. But OGSIEC, on the other hand, has been silent after that court case. Would you say, can you relate both?
Do you know, I think it's section 272 or thereabout in the 1999 Constitution. OGSIEC is under the governor, not even any, is under the governor of a state. He makes the appointment. You understand?
Yes.
He makes the appointment. He makes the appointment subject to ratification. But the way it is, 80% of the appointment of who should govern the SEC in the state is under the governors. Under section 272 sub 2 or so. If you go down the Constitution, you see it. Now, the governor making the appointment can also sack a OGSIEC chairman or Ogun State State Independent. He can even sack. You understand? So the the mootness for me is that the governor or the executive is happy with what OGSIEC is doing, in the sense that it is only when I tell you to act that you act. Now, yes, we have a polarized, House of Assembly in Rivers State. The one led by 27 members and the other one of 3. But we know that by conduct, commissioners have been taken to the 3 who are loyal to the governor. By conduct, special senior SSAs have been taken to the 3 who are loyal to the governor. By conduct. You understand? Mm-hmm. We also know that other appointments have been sent for ratification by the 3-man House of Assembly. That is the governor is seeing that particular House of Assembly as his own. So he will wake up one day, the way we are going. He's going to wake up one day and direct the Rivers State Elizabeth Commission to appear before the 3-man panel or 3-man House of Assembly in Rivers State by conduct, because he has given them the premature authority by conduct to operate. And he can also wake up one morning and ask the 3-man House of Assembly to vote $1 billion. You understand? For OGSIEC to operate and conduct the election. So I don't think it's the court that is even holding the governor or anybody at all in Rivers State. What I see is as a deliberate ploy to, kind of manacle the political firmament in Rivers State, gag it, jam it, as they normally say in communication language, that they jam the signals so that you cannot move around. Only them will be operating. And that is why you see activities are going on the side of the government. Those who are loyal to, they are moving here and there, entering new political parties, shifting grants, preparing grants for a launch. That is what they are doing. So that is why you see the Rivers State is so moot and quiet. Now, when the whole plans and foundations have been laid for them to have a landslide victory in the political party they support, from the report we got now is APP that they are supporting. They are leaving PDP now to APP to go and contest. That is how you see a motley crowd is moving or drifting towards APP now in Rivers State, as the case may be. They are going to contest the election. From feelers we got, when that day comes, they say they are the winners. Then when you now win, they now return to PDP and the stronghold of the governor. So these are political, ploys that are diabolic ones that they are using to silence. OGSIEC knows exactly what they are doing. So let them not pretend. I know that before the end of this month, or by the end of this month, by September now, you are going to see them bring out a dubious timetable that they begin to say this is how it's going to run. That in spite of, the stay that was gotten by the Okocha, whatever, that they are on appeal, they have stayed that particular stay. It now becomes a problem. We know all these things, but may God help us in Rivers State. That is the only thing that I will say.
All right.